morning, Mr. Matt.
Good morning.
Savannah's in my spot. Okay, just sit right there.
So I'm here today to talk to you about, I'm Dylan's daddy, and I'm here to talk to you about what I do during my daytime. And so I'm a realtor, a real estate agent, and I help people buy houses. Do you guys live in a house?
Yes. Same thing.
Do you do?
Same thing as last time.
Yeah. Does anyone here live in a tent? No, no tents. So where do you buy houses? Where do you go to buy houses?
A real estate agent.
That's me. That's me. I help you. And so everyone needs somewhere to live, and I help them have a place to live, have some shelter. So part of what I do is I get up every morning, and then I have my breakfast, and then I go to work, and then does anyone know does anyone have a computer at home? Oh, yeah, super cool. So every day I go on the computer in the morning, and then does anyone know what the internet is? You know what the internet is?
My
Yeah?
dad goes on it.
You go on the, oh, that's so cool.
My mom always goes on it.
So if you're a real estate agent, you get to go on the internet every day, and what I do is I help people find homes, and then I help them buy homes. Now, there's some things that I use every day when I'm working, and one of them is, does anyone know what a smartphone is? You know what a smartphone is? Do you know what an iPhone is? Does anyone know what an iPhone is?
My dad has one. I always play it.
Really? That's so cool. Well, when you're a real estate agent, you get a smartphone, and then you use it every day, and then you use it to call people up and tell them about houses, and then you use it to send emails. Has anyone ever sent an email before?
My mom sends the email.
Oh, that's so cool.
My mom and dad,
That's
my
great.
mom and dad both them.
That's great. So that's why you need to know how to read and write so that you can send emails. That's why you learn to read and write. So when you grow up, you can send emails to all your friends, and then you can get a smartphone as well, and then you can use your smartphone. And another thing that I use, does anyone know what this is here? Do you know what this is? This thing here? It's called earpiece, hands-free earpiece. So then I can talk on my phone here, and then I can put my phone in my pocket, and then I can play with my hands. So if you're a real estate agent, you've got to have one of these, because when you're driving, you need to talk on the phone a lot, and you mustn't talk on the phone and drive at the same time because it's dangerous.
Does the phone always have speakerphone or no?
Does it have what?
Speakerphone?
Yeah, I think so. I think it has speakerphone, and I always have it.
Speakerphone.
Oh, speakerphone. Yeah, we have speakerphone as well. That's right. Speakerphone and this. Now, another thing that we do, when I have a house that I need to sell, does anyone know what this is? Right. Like your mum's got a camera, hasn't she? So when we
My mom has the same kind.
oh, cool. So when we are looking at our homes, we take pictures of the house, so we get really pretty pictures, and then we take the pretty pictures and we that's right. Well done. You post them online, and so we take pretty pictures, and then another thing. Does anyone know what this is?
An iPad!
iPad!
I have an iPad in the car playing. My mom has an iPad.
Guess what? Guess what?
Mom's in the car with them.
If you're a real
I
estate
have
agent,
my own. Us kids have our own iPad.
You're very
Yes,
lucky.
my mom.
well, listen. In case you don't have an iPad now, if you're a real estate agent, you get an iPad. You have to get an iPad, and you use it every day. And you can use it, and then if you're not busy, like at the end of the day, maybe you could play a game at the end of the day. But you got to, most important is to sell houses and make money with your iPad.
I have the same iPad.
That is super cool. This is a good iPad. I love my iPad.
This is
Okay. Now, does anyone know when I have a house and I want to sell a house, does anyone ever see these signs on the road sometimes?
I don't see those type of ones.
You do?
I don't see those kinds. I
Well,
see my mommy's.
Right, exactly. So there's lots of different types of signs. And when you see the arrow,
Those signs, but there's a house that sells right next to my house that there's a different one that
Right.
only has one. There's a house that sells
right, so realtors use different signs, and then if you see this type of sign, if you're interested in looking at a house, you can follow the sign. Which way does the arrow point? Which way is the arrow pointing? Exactly. Follow the arrows until you get to the house, and then you can have a look in the house. Now, oh, did you see that? Someone just contacted me. So that's why we use the phone all the time, because someone's trying to send me a message. Okay, so,
For real?
to buy a house. For real. For real. Look, they sent me a text message. Look, they just sent me a text message. They said, I want to buy a house for $250,000.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They must be rich.
Do you know what they did? They saved their money. They saved up their money. And anyone can save their money. So, okay, what else? Oh, do you know what this is? Do you know what these are?
Lockbox.
Lock boxes. Okay.
I know this is black one.
Okay, these ones, all agents have these ones. These are normal. This is called electronic lockbox. I think you saw this one yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is a special one that I use, okay? And this one is called a mechanical lockbox. And what that means is you put a secret code in here and then it opens. And then a lot of the time with these boxes, sometimes there's keys inside, sometimes there's candy. Yeah, candy. So let me see what the code is. Okay, I'm going to try and open it. I don't know what, hang on, listen.
There's a candy.
Something's in here. Okay, this is the code.
Candy.
Okay, ready?
Candy.
Okay.
I know what it is.
Shh. 1, 9, 7, 6. Oh, where's 6? 6. Okay, press open. Oh no, it's not opening. Let me try again. 1, 9, 7, 6. Okay. So sometimes when you're a real estate agent and you open these boxes, there's a key in there, and sometimes there's candy. So it's really exciting to open these boxes because you never know if there's going to be a key in there or if there's going to be some candy. Now I've only got 2 pieces of candy here, so I'm going to give this candy to Miss Bodine, but I've got some more candy for you. Okay. Okay. Now, so here. Okay, so here's what I have for you guys. Okay, I've got you some something to take home, and inside here, this is the rule. Okay, there's some candy in here, but before you eat the candy, you have to do the homework, and it's very easy. Okay, so we'll go through it now. Okay, so whoa, see, Daddy. Okay. So we'll go through it now. I'll go through one, and then you can take it home and do it at home, okay? So, let's start here. So, you see these houses here? Let me get another one, because this one's a bit creasy. Okay. So, what do people make houses out of?
Wood.
Very good.
It's
So,
bricks.
right? Okay, everyone sit down, because everyone's got to see, okay? No, you can come forward, but just don't stand up. Come on, come close. You can stand up at the back if you want. Stand up at the back if you want. Okay, so, what are these houses made of? draw a line to the right house. So we'll go over it now, and then when you take it home, you can do it with your mummy and daddy. Okay? So, you've got to put your hand up. If you know the answer, put your hand up. Okay? What's this house made out of?
Straw.
Yeah, that's right, straw. Okay, you can, okay. What, so this is, where does it say straw on here? Where does it say straw? Well done, good job. Okay. What is this house made out of?
Wood.
Yeah, wood. Wood. It's made out of wood. Can you see the logs? It's a log cabin.
Right
Okay.
there.
Right? Well spotted. Good job. Good job. Okay.
What?
What's this house made out of?
Brick.
Brick. Yeah. It's actually,
Stone.
well done. It's stone. Do you know why it's made out of stone? Because it's a castle. Castles are made out of stone.
Sophia's going to be a princess.
Do you know what, Sophia? If you're going to be a princess, you need to buy a castle one day, or have someone give you one.
There's no such thing as a castle.
I have
my own castle.
Oh, good for you.
If he wants a castle, he needs to live in a toy castle.
Right. Okay. What's this house here? This is a house that's in the desert. Does anyone know what houses are made out of in the desert?
Wood.
Really? Can you say, what does that say?
Bricks.
Stucco. Stucco. So in the desert, they make houses out of stucco because it helps them stay cool when it gets hot in the summer. So this looks like a house in Las Vegas, and it's made out of stucco.
Looks like mine.
Does it look like your house? It might be because they build houses like this in here.
And mine.
So here's, so I gave you,
Not quite like mine. No, I
a bit
don't
different.
have garages.
Right. So when you get home, draw a line to the right word. That's part of your homework. Okay. Next one. Okay.
That's the same house.
Really? Yeah. Those houses are quite popular here. Okay. Now, how do you buy a house? How does that work? With money. That's right. You need money. And so, money is no object. And can I tell you something else as well? Dylan, what happens if you don't have money? If you don't have money, it's not funny. So,
and then live on the street.
Yeah, you don't want to live on the streets. And then, if you do have money, what do you do with it?
Buy a house.
You can buy a house, or you can put it in your piggy bank. So, what's the best way to save money to buy a house?
A piggy bank.
Okay, do you buy candy?
No.
Do you eat ice cream?
No.
Do you get smart at school, make money and put it in your piggy bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So you've got to listen to Miss Bodine, listen to what she says.
I've been really dollars in my piggy bank.
Oh, that is so cool. That's a lot of money. Don't tell anyone, keep that quiet. Okay, look, one more thing here, okay? So, this is the last thing, right? So, how much do you think this house costs? Okay, now there's 3 answers. Does it cost $3?
No.
No. Does it cost 100 ice creams?
No.
Does it cost $300,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. That's very good. I'm very impressed. So, okay. So listen, you all did very well. And so I'm going to give these to Miss Bodine.
So nice.
And then there's candy. There's candy inside here. I think it is fruit. It's organic candy. Okay. And so I'm going to put it in here.
I already have those.
Well, now you've got some more.
Yeah.
So, and then does anyone have any? Everyone sit down again.
Sit down
Everyone
again.
sit
So
down.
if you have
Right.
a question,
Does anyone have any questions about? Yes.
Well, I have a question. It's like, how does a house get built next to the beach?
Okay, if you want a house next to the beach, there's 2 things you can do. You can buy the house that's already built, or you can buy some land or some sand, some dirt, and then you can build your house on top of the land. So you can build, if you want, did you want to be a princess, right?
Yeah.
You could build a castle on the beach. How's that?
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Sophia?
But you've got to work hard to save your money.
Ballerina.
Okay. Yes, Nicholas.
Do real estate agents also sell grocery stores?
Do what? Real estate agents sell grocery stores? They can, you know. Actually, I sell houses, but I also sell shops
Oh,
and
you
strip
do?
malls
Okay, so
and
you do commercial.
anything offices. So if there's a building, it can be bought or sold
With no sign?
with no sign, as long as you put it on the internet or you know someone that wants to buy it. But if you put a sign up, it's helpful because it lets people know that the house is for sale. Otherwise, or the building, because when they drive past, if there's no sign saying for sale, they don't know that it's for sale.
Good question, Nicholas.
Good question,
that was a good
Nicholas.
one.
Very good question. Any more questions? Yes.
How would they put, like for the chimney, how would they put the wood in when they're trying to build it without getting anything in the way?
Okay, so what they do is when they put the fire in, you talk about the fire? Okay, so what they do is there's two types of fires. There's a gas fire, which you just turn on with the switch, and there's a wood burning fire. Now with a wood burning fire, you have to chop the wood, and you have to pile the wood up, and take it into the house, and then get a match, and then set fire to it. So you have to be very careful with the wood burning fires, because they can be very smoky, and you don't want them to burn your house down.
I'll go to the backyard.
Or you do a fire in the backyard, that's safer. Yes, Nicholas?
Oh, we do that when we do real estate agents also sell houses like out of state.
I'm sorry?
Out of state.
Out of state.
Okay, so I sell houses in Nevada, and if I'm licensed in Nevada, so I have a sticker from the government that says I can sell houses in Nevada, and if you want to buy a house out of state, then I'll put you in touch with one of my friends.
But how do you move over furniture and stuff they want to take with you out of state?
Do you know what you do? Is you can either move it yourself and you use your muscles, which is why you've got to eat healthy so you can be strong, right? Or you call up a mover, and their job, they turn up with a moving truck, and they've got big muscles, and they pick up all your stuff, put it in the truck, and then they drive to your new house, and then they take all the stuff out the truck, and then you've got your new home.
So if they want to move out of state, so they need to put all the stuff in a plane?
If you wanted to move, okay, it's very expensive to use a plane. Normally what people do, because airplanes are very expensive, normally what people do, they use a truck, or they put it in a big box, and they put it on a ship.
Oh.
And it's very slow. It's much slower than a plane, but it's cheaper. Does that answer your question? Cool. Any more questions? They were very good questions, yes.
I have a very also good question.
Okay.
Alright, how do you make a giant skyscraper with a really strong material
Okay.
that won't fall down?
Okay, what you do is you first of all you call someone up called an architect, and an architect is the guy, he does all the planning, and then you get lots of metal, and you stack the metal on top of each other, and you bolt it in, and then you put the floors in, and then they stick the glass on the side, and then the last thing they do is on the top of the tower, you stick a light. And then it's very important on a skyscraper to have a red light at the top of this tower that flashes. So that way, when there's a plane flying along, the plane can see the skyscraper and doesn't hit the skyscraper. Yeah?
Good question.
Good question. Yes. What's your question? What's your question? What's your question?
What are the water bottles for?
Oh, do you know what? I forgot. When you do real estate, it's very important to drink lots of water because you have to do a lot of talking. And then when you're driving around and you look inside all the houses and it gets very hot in the summer in Las Vegas, it's good to drink lots of water. So I always carry with me some water bottles, and then that way, if I get thirsty or my clients get thirsty, then I can give them a nice bottle of water. So I'm going to leave these water bottles with you in case you get thirsty, and then you can do more talking, but hopefully you can do more learning because you need to get smart so that you can have an iPad and a smartphone and make money and get a castle, get a nice castle. Huh?
Some of us always have iPads.
Well, do you know what? There's always a new iPad. So if you've got to be at the front, you know. So if a new one comes out, if you're smart and make money, you can get the new iPad because it's better. It's quicker. So does anyone have any other questions at all? No? Oh, another thing as well. When you do real estate, it's very important to dress really smart. So you can't be scruffy. You've got to make sure that you iron your shirt and clean your teeth. Make sure your hair's nice, because then you make more money. Yes. Yeah, it's a sign for like the side of the road. Oh, that's just a screw to hold things together. So, all right.